Hey, how's it going, everyone? And welcome to Unremarkable Gamers. This is podcast number 1. My name is Charles. We also have Bubba here as well. Say hi, Bubba.
Hey, what's up?
We got King as well.
Hey guys, it's King here. You can call me Travis too.
And then we also have one of our good buddies, Travis and I. We used to play with this guy back in the day, and we're trying to get him playing some more games with us as well. But we got Simp today.
Hey, what up, what up?
So a little bit about our podcast. Our podcast right now consists of the hosts with me, Bubba, and Travis. And our podcast really is just about the average gamers, I guess. We're not so remarkable. We talk about, whatever's going on in our lives, especially in the gaming aspect as well. But yeah, we're just 3 guys from the Midwest.
That's Unremarkable Gamers.
Unremarkable.
Not remarkable.
What did you say before, King or Travis, that you thought we should be called?
I liked Unreasonable Gamers.
Unreasonable.
but I think that actually started out as a typo. and I don't know, I just like it. That's that.
I don't think we're unreasonable.
That's Unremarkable Gamers.
Where you can find us, we're at Unremarkable Gamers on YouTube. We're trying to branch out to other platforms as well. So if you like our podcast, tell your buddies about it and let them listen and see what they think themselves. But so for our first podcast today, we're going to be talking about a video game that has been out for about a month now. It's one of those games that really wasn't publicized in the media, but in my opinion, I think it's a fun game, and that is Apex. How are you guys feeling about Apex right now?
It's decent. There's definitely some things it needs to do to grow.
I hear Simp laughing there in the background. What do you got? What do you got to say, Simp?
It's gonna have to grow on me. I'm not gonna instantly just trash it, but it's I don't know. It has to grow on me, man.
Fair. I'm kind of in the middle ground with it. I'm really impressed with it as a battle royale, but as me being an unremarkable gamer that I am, battle royales in general aren't really like a high point for me, but I enjoy the hell out of it, and I'm looking forward to what they come out with. I just hope that they don't blow it out of proportion too quickly.
I agree with you there.
That's really about it.
Especially it being a really new game, and it's a competitive game right now with other games out there. Even itself, because Apex is owned by EA, and EA just put out Anthem as well. Like within, what was it, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that?
I'm not sure, but I know it was too close. But I think it's kind of funny how under-publicized or under-promoted Apex was, and I don't know how it got so big, but I also see why it was. I mean, it just kind of sold itself. Battle royales are like a big thing right now, and all you got to do, at least as far as PlayStation goes, is just slap that on there, free, download this month, and you're gonna get some sort of traction there,
Yeah, definitely.
And, dare they start posting things to Reddit, and there you go. It's just, there's podcasts about Apex by itself already.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
Speaking about podcasts like with Apex, not to promote other podcasts because we're better. There is a strictly Apex podcast, actually several of them on
Really?
on iTunes. There's one called I think there's one just called Legends, and then there's like 2 other ones, but yeah, it's all about Apex. So for a game that's only been out for a little while, it's getting some traction.
That and that's good for them, but there's obviously going to be plenty of stuff that they're going to be coming out with. There's going to be competitions and stuff, There's already airsoft competitions that they were doing to promote it.
Yeah, I heard you talking a little bit about that. What was
competitions.
What was
me
going
and
on with
Bubba
that?
kind of talked about it.
Mr. Beast hosted a $200,000 Apex airsoft game.
I mean, of
Battle
course, it was
Royale,
Mr.
yeah,
Beast.
yeah.
I mean,
He
it's kind of
flew
his
out.
thing.
He flew out top creators from all different fields
Right. It wasn't just like, you
and
couldn't
put
just
him
decide to play, but
Well,
in an arena and said go.
what was like their tactic? I didn't see. I haven't watched any of the videos, but what was like what was the concept? It was just like they built like an Apex map and like
it was I don't remember how many teams there were. I just watched the video one time and I kind of skimmed through it just to get to the action, and I know it was, you had teams of 3 and each person had 3 balloons attached to them. So you could light the person up, but you were only rewarded if you popped the balloons,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And you don't start out with weapons, There I believe they did implement a high tier area, maybe. I think that's what I
Yes.
heard them
Yes, they
reference
did.
it in the video. And then,
They had
it was
zone.
pretty cool to see. I would like to see it again though, on like a better. Well, it was just really muddy. It was poor conditions, so it wasn't. God, if I was playing, I would have tore my ACL or something. But it was cool to see, and I know at the end there, people did start to team up, like other teams.
Oh, really?
There was like
teamed
what
up.
what King, like 3 teams of 3 that joined together.
I believe so.
And
so.
then
It
got
was
all
cool
the way
to
to the
see
last
all
3 people.
female teams too. It was really cool
okay.
to see that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Apex, Bubba, do you want to talk a little bit about the gameplay?
The gameplay I've been having lately has been really choppy though.
Yeah,
Like when you jump into
sadly.
a game, you go super slow, and it eventually sorts out. But at the beginning of a game, that can be crucial.
Well, if there's some people out there that haven't heard about Apex, Apex basically is a battle royale game, and it starts out with a squad of 3, or it doesn't start out. It's strictly a squad of 3 as of right now. 20 teams of 3, so it's just
maybe?
like any other battle royale, like Fortnite or Blackout or H1Z1, any of those that you can think of.
PUBG.
Yeah, you start out dropping out of a ship. There's several places that you can go to. You start out with no guns. The nice thing that I like about Apex is that each legend that you have has different perks. And you use those perks and abilities with your teammates to get to the championship or number 1. So it's a pretty fast gameplay compared to some of the other battle royales, which I definitely like. But you were talking about, Bubba, like the lagging at the beginning of the game. How are you guys feeling about that?
I hate it.
I feel like it's an obvious thing, and it'll sort itself out. Not it. It's like they have no choice but to fix that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it will be fixed.
Agreed.
It's just a matter of time. For God's sakes, as much as money as I have spent on the game, I've had more fun.
Yeah.
So,
And
it's-
I think one of the issues too is that their player base is just increased so much that their servers can't actually handle it. 'Cause I
that
know,
could be it. I feel like they inflated like a lot faster than other games.
Do you want a fact with that though?
Do you have one?
25 million people within the first week of release.
Jeez, what's that compared to some of the other games out there?
See, I know as of right now, like Fortnite had 200 million on all systems,
Dang.
but
Jeez.
within the first week, it was like 20 million people.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I did hear that Apex if you grafted out against Fortnite, I believe they passed them up as far as growing rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like the real question is going to be the longevity.
Yeah.
Do y'all see yourself playing this game next year around the same time?
I would say that
That's a good question.
if they can keep it a fun game to play, then yes. Like the trouble I had with Fortnite was just everyone was sweaty, and like if you didn't play for 2 weeks and you came back, like you were just getting trashed. So if they could figure out a way to
and the dancing.
yeah,
The
please
dancing.
don't. EA,
Here we go again.
EA, please
There
don't
we go
add
again.
any dancing. Please don't do that. But I could definitely
Don't
see
hurt myself.
myself playing it in the future, especially if they add more legends. I definitely would. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you know what? So here, I think a lot of that is going to be influenced in this next move that they're going. Because didn't they leak, like,
A battle pass.
possibly leak? Well, battle pass we knew was coming, right? Come on, that's like
Yeah.
inevitable. But they leaked.
They leaked two
new
legends.
Actually, they leaked
Two of them.
more. Since
They
we're
leaked
talking
apparently.
about that, let's get on that
Yeah.
topic of the legends. What did
Real
you hear
quick,
about?
and this can kind of tie into how we rediscovered Rainbow Six later with the
Yeah.
new operatives and stuff. So we'll talk about
Yeah.
that too.
But what did you?
But go ahead.
So what I heard so far was they had some confirmed and some not confirmed characters. The first one was Rampart. Next one's Ross, Crypto, Octane,
Oh wow.
Nomad,
Watson.
Jericho.
And Watson and
Cause-
Octane are the two like main
Guaranteed
ones.
ones.
Guaranteed,
Yeah.
is that what we could say?
Well, I think they're the ones that are most developed right now, and they're
Yeah.
Okay.
It's either going to be Watson or Octane. That's going to be the first. I think it's Octane's going to be the one that's going to be released with the battle pass at the end of the month. So that one, I think for sure we're looking forward to. And then if they do release both of them, then it would be Watson next. Some of the other ones, like Jericho and there's like two other ones that may be coming. They're not really 100% confirmed. And all of those names could change depending on what EA wants to do. But
I just read this. They say Apex has been out for a month and has already surpassed 50 million players.
Damn.
Yeah, right, dude.
could you imagine if you actually had to pay to like buy the game? Like how much money they'd be rolling in right now?
I don't think as many
I
people
wouldn't
would
have bought
play
the
it
game.
though.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's true.
I would not have bought the game.
Yeah, I definitely do not
I
think as many
won't-
people would play it.
I wouldn't ever buy this game.
Okay.
So far.
I think they're.
So far.
I don't know if they are doing it, but they're planning on having it like a paid game sometime soon. I don't know if
Like
that's a
Fortnite,
rumor.
like the
Well, no, like you have
like-
to buy it. Like I think they just rolled it out for free, and then if you haven't gotten it within like the month or 2 months, then you'd have to buy the game.
Makes sense though.
Okay.
That's
Because I'm
fair.
sure
That's
they're
fair.
losing money.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's
kind of
fair.
like how
I have
Blackout.
no idea how that would work.
Blackout was like if you bought the game, you could like invite 3 buddies and they could play for like 2 weeks or something like that, and then they would have to buy the game after. I think it's
Yeah.
similar to that, but I mean they could change that depending on how much they see their profit increasing once they add the battle pass.
Yeah,
Man,
and
it
then they could
has-
just,
it has to be
release it every
increasing.
other month or whatever they decide.
Yeah.
Hurry it up once in a while.
But while we're on Legends, do any of you want to talk about the Legends that we currently have?
My honest opinion, man, like
Tell
I
me.
don't. It's okay. It's just that I don't know. It's just you would think they have their own unique guns that they can only use, but because it doesn't
Like
really
maybe like a sidearm or something
yeah,
wouldn't that be
something
OP
to
that's-
though?
go along with their ability.
But,
Something that they just
yeah.
land with.
Exactly, like something that's unique to them. That's the only
And
thing.
it's all it's all a firearm or something like maybe why not give Bloodhound like a crossbow?
yeah.
Not even like a milked up one, just like hey, you better go find a weapon, or we're gonna get in this pathetic shootout. I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I mean, with the characters that we have right now, the loadout right now, there's Bloodhound. Bloodhound's ability basically allows him to, how would you guys say? He's a hunter. That's, what he is.
Yeah.
Turns
He
him
can
into
track.
a Bloodhound.
Yeah, so he has the ability to see
Literally what you would
footsteps.
use a dog for.
He has
Literally.
he is.
Literally, they say, here, go get him, and they just pick up like scents and tracks
Mm-hmm.
like a bloodhound, and you guys kill. and you're supposed to go and kill.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, his ability
Go
allows
hunting.
him to see footsteps, to see if doors were open, down teammates.
Now there's a
how-
time limit to these.
There-
And
things.
how long ago?
I think it's within. I haven't
I
really
think a
confirmed it.
minute.
I think it's
I
like
think
a
it's
minute.
a solid minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Which
it's
is pretty
60
straight,
seconds.
man. It's pretty
But
straight.
also, all the characters have basically like their ability, and then they have a super. His super allows him to see enemies glowing red, and as well as their most recent footsteps. But his
Right.
original ability allows him to.
He also gets faster.
Yeah. His original ability allows him to scan within a certain circumference, and it will actually ping the enemy's last location. And that's also through walls or smoke as well, which is very nice.
And these are all on charges too.
Yeah.
They're unlimited charges, but it charges over time. So
Yeah. So with their original ability,
this
it's
is
a
for all
short
characters.
charge. Yeah, it's a short charge, but then their ultimate is a little bit longer charge. I think the different characters have a different charge length as well, based on their ability.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that, but I think so.
I don't know. I think it's the same.
Well,
I mean, it might be. We'll have to. That's
we'll
something
have to
test
fact
it
check
out.
that one of these days.
But a little fact about Bloodhound: he actually was originally a Titanfall character that wasn't used in the series, and they ended up moving him to.
Oh, so he was
Apex.
designed for Titanfall and just
Yeah.
never featured.
Exactly.
Okay.
One of the other characters is Gibraltar. His ability, he lays a shield down, and his ultimate is basically, I want to say, like a hailstorm of missiles within a radius.
And he keeps you locked safe in his closet of protection.
Speaking of
Yeah, but see,
closets, speaking
with
of
his
closets,
shield-
hold on a second.
Oh,
Speaking of
I knew it was
closets,
coming here. I knew it was coming here.
So
You got it up?
no, I don't, but
Can-
I can.
dude, you
I do.
summarize.
Just read it.
All right,
No.
Bubba, read it if you got it up.
Here.
Oh no, I don't have that up. I have
I'll
our
get it
agenda up.
I'll get it up because like you can't. Well, I guess you can make this up, but
Just summarize it, please. I don't want to go into all this again.
I mean,
we'll move on, but we'll come back to that once you got that pulled
Yeah.
up. So after Gibraltar, another character that we have is Lifeline. Lifeline, she's basically a medic character. Her ability allows her to heal her teammates with a barrier, so enemies cannot shoot through the barrier. Her ultimate ability allows her to actually drop care packages, which is super convenient if you need new loadouts or shields or anything like that. The character preceding her would be, I believe, what's the guy's name with the repelling?
Oh, the robot.
Yeah.
Chappy. I don't know.
I was just gonna say Chappie. I was just gonna say.
Dude, he does
Holy
look like
cow.
Chappie.
He really does.
This is turning out to be an unremarkable.
I know. We're very unremarkable.
It's his fucking name.
But
Anyways, whatever his name is, his ability allows him
The
to...
robot character.
Yeah, the robot character. His ability allows him to grapple onto basically different surfaces, not really far, which I don't like. And his ultimate allows him to drop basically...
Oh, it's Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, there you go. His ultimate allows
so
him to
weird.
drop zip lines, which are kind of convenient. The character after that is going to be Wraith. Wraith's ability.
Hey.
Do you want to explain it, Bubba? You've played her a lot.
That's the only one I play with, bro. Wraith, she has void running, which allows you to run without taking any damage. I think it lasts a span of like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
But-
sounds
Something
right.
like that.
But her ultimate is you can go through a portal if you got teammates lagging behind you and want them to catch up with you quickly.
Yeah, that's convenient, and you can crawl through those too if you're down, right?
Yeah, but you can't
Now,
slide through.
now
them.
anybody can use those.
See that I don't understand that you can't slide through them, but you can crawl through it if you're downed. But
I'm sure it's one of the things that they'll probably fix later on. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like maybe they should just make the Mozambique dual wield.
Hold on, we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet.
Garbage.
We're gonna
Garbage.
the
All right.
the legend preceding Wraith is Bangalore. Her ability allows her to create. She has 3 smoke canisters she can shoot a pretty far distance. Her ultimate is kind of like Gibraltar's, where it drops bombs, but they take, I think, like 2 to 3 seconds to actually explode after hitting the ground. The character after her is Caustic. Caustic is a character that his ability allows him to drop smoke traps or poison smoke traps, and his ultimate is basically a larger smoke grenade, which you only get 1. And then the final character is Mirage. And Mirage's ability, basically, he sends out a single decoy. And when shot, it actually will tell him where the enemy is and teammates.
It's convincing, too. It's a convincing one.
It is.
I mean,
and
people might just say that I'm an unremarkable gamer, but, you know.
His ultimate allows him
good.
to create, I think it's like 6 or 7 characters within different positions, and then he is able to go in, I guess not invisible, but partially invisible. And
Yeah, it's
get
pretty
away that
invisible,
way.
bro.
So, it also nice thing about him too is if he gets downed, his decoy takes his place, and you're able to crawl away with that same invisibility.
He
Cool.
serves his purpose for himself for the most part. But
He is a selfish player.
it's up to the team, man. Right? I mean, you can do something with anybody in that lineup.
Yeah.
You really can.
EA did release a couple backstories. Do you have that one about Gibraltar?
No, I do not.
All right, I'll just summarize it. So Gibraltar, basically, we find out that he has a boyfriend, and
What?
yeah, what he did was he stole a motorcycle, his father's motorcycle, with his boyfriend, and they took it out on a night ride. He ends up actually crashing the motorcycle, but what a backstory. Out of all characters, I did not think he was going to be the gay one.
Well, yeah. I just feel like he's more competent than just to like steal his dad. Okay, maybe it's just a life lesson, and that's why he's like so. I mean, like basically, you know, playing in a group with Gibraltar, it's like he's always like laying it on the line. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he's smarter than to steal a fucking motorcycle.
True.
I don't know.
But not
That's
only that,
about
why are they making video game characters gay now?
I don't know, but it's the backstory.
Diversity.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, you know, but like, fucking like.
I just did not expect it though. Like when I read it, I
Wait,
was
hold
kind of
on.
shocked.
But like,
That is a good
Yeah.
point.
stole a motorcycle and like went on a whatever. Good for Gibraltar. I just feel like he wouldn't have
But
stolen
anyways,
his dad's motorcycle. and
Yeah,
killed-
Anyways.
moving on from that one.
What do
he
you?
killed his boyfriend. What a.
Oh yeah, that was one of them too. Like he killed his boyfriend in that process, and he.
That's
broke
what
his
I'm
arm.
saying. Like,
What?
what, he didn't kill him, or he
I
did?
thought he did kill him. No, he
He did
killed
kill
him,
him.
and he
What?
broke his own arm. I think that's what the shield is all about.
Oh,
Okay, anyways,
there you go.
what do you
Dude,
guys
that
think of the
shield
weapons?
Pisses me off.
But hold on, before we get to that, Rafe, her backstory, she's basically an insane patient, and that's kind of where her ability comes from. And then Mirage, he had a twin brother who went off to the Frontier War in like Titanfall, and then his brother died. I'm not sure if he had more than one. Like I think they were triplets, or it was is just a twin brother. But I guess that kind of makes sense for his ability since he creates decoys. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah.
I'm sure they like bamboozled people that way.
And then the last story that we have about a character was Lifeline. Lifeline, apparently, she's super rich, and her parents made a lot of money in the Frontier War. I'm not sure if it was selling weapons or something like that.
And does that have something to do with like Titanfall? The whole Frontier
Yeah,
War,
the Frontier War
okay.
is, I think it's supposed to be based with Titanfall 1 and 2.
Okay, we'll have to check that out just to make sure.
And then, if I'm wrong, don't message us.
Don't
I mean,
quote me.
by now we know we figured it out.
Thank
Or
you.
not, whatever.
Thank you for being concerned.
Yeah.
Ignorance is not bliss.
But Lifeline, she goes to basically help out people. She wants to win the championship and basically use that money to give to the people that were affected by the war, since it was kind of her parents that were helping fund the war. So it's a little bit about the characters. But let's go into the weapons. What were you going to say about the weapons, Bubba?
Honestly, honest opinion, what weapons do you guys most prefer?
Well, I'll tell you what I don't like.
Hang on, that's the next question. Just answer this one first.
Me personally, the weapons that I like, the triple take when it's fully equipped and flatline. I do pretty well with those. Or the REA 45, which is basically an automatic pistol. I like that one as well.
It works out. I prefer the alternator if I can find one, but yeah.
I can't really say.
Just
Like,
they both
all
shoot pretty
guns are
straight.
fine. Yeah, like most of the guns are fine. It's just I don't too much care for the shotguns. To me, I don't know. They don't serve any. They don't shoot fast enough, or they don't shoot hard enough.
Yeah, the only decent shotgun is gonna be the Peacekeeper. When it's fully
right
equipped.
that you can like get regularly.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
And then there's the Mastiff, I believe. Isn't that a shotgun?
The Mastiff is you can only get out of supply drops,
yeah.
There you go.
and I think
But,
there's like one in each game.
But yeah, like the Peacekeeper loaded up is pretty straight.
If you hit
But
them with the circle ring.
I think they ought to just make the Mozambique dual wield shotguns.
Yeah, since you only get 3 shots out of it.
They're
and
not accurate anyway because they're shotguns. So like, why not just
Yeah.
dual wield them?
Because then people will complain about it being too overpowered.
Yeah, I'm an Apex legend. I am not a fucking normal human being. I can dual wield. I can jump off a fucking mountain. I can dual wield fucking pistol shotguns. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Baba? What's the loadout you would take?
See, I rather just go with the R301
Okay. Yeah, that thing melts
And-
people.
Okay.
and
That's
the Spitfire.
the R301 is like the R99, right? But you can switch it or something.
It's
I think you both can.
the
you can switch both of
R301.
them.
Ooh, okay. I thought the R99 was just full automatic. I like that gun.
Yeah, the R99 is fully automatic,
Is that
and
it?
so is the R301. I
But
think. Don't quote me. Don't quote.
I think it is, but I thought you could switch it to semi or something.
If you're listening to
is
this, we
pretty
already
strong.
found out.
Yeah, the
Okay.
future us already know.
Okay, Simp.
In an hour.
What's up?
What guns do you not prefer?
I mean, of course, I'm a noob, so the only gun I don't like on there is the Mozambique. Like I said, it's only 3 shots, and if you don't get it, you don't get any hits with it, you're fucked. So
That's a fact.
Yeah. Well, right. I mean, if you can't shoot for shit, you're gonna get fucked up, right?
yeah, no, it's just.
like,
But by far, that's by far the worst gun in the game I've seen.
I agree. Give me dual wield that shit, dog.
Or even the pistols. You would think you'd be able to dual wield the pistols. Because really the pistols are underperforming too, from what I've
The
seen.
P2020.
I mean, I guess
I don't know the names of the guns. All I know is the ones that I found.
Yeah, no, Simp's pretty fresh. We've gotten him playing Apex.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're pretty new.
We played
Boy,
a couple
did we
rounds
have an
before
interesting round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'm not even 2 hours deep into the game, but from what I've seen,
yeah.
from what I've seen, the pistols are
I'm like
are
20
pretty
hours
boo-boo.
in.
Yeah, the pistols are boo boo, shotguns are doo doo.
Well,
Hey man.
speaking about like Fortnite, let's switch gears to like comparison. What would you compare? How would you compare Fortnite to this game, Simp? Like, what are the differences that you've seen, and what would you prefer between the two?
See, my only thing with Fortnite, what I didn't like was Fortnite was cartoony. If it wasn't so cartoony,
okay.
I would like it.
Well, that's straight up like a preference on animation, you know?
Yeah.
And I can respect that too, you know, but, you know, I'm a nerd.
But at
I
least
love RPGs and stuff, so I like seeing cartoons.
But see, the gameplay, like with Fortnite, only thing I didn't really like about it, let's say the animation and the building factor. What you don't have to deal with the building on Apex, which I like about that. If it was some way or another, you can, find a middle ground to it.
Fortnite's got that. I feel like that's kind of a huge factor for them.
Is there
Plus, better to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I don't care for that.
It was exciting for a bit, you know, and I
but
did
they're
cool.
actually
like
trying
the
to
game
cut
a
the
lot
building
for a bit, but I do not. I'll never download it again.
Oh yeah.
You deleted it?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Man.
I deleted it a few times and then I had to re-download it. But for me,
I still play it.
You play with siblings too, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know,
true.
me,
That's true.
Yeah.
For me, like comparison to Fortnite, with Fortnite, the one thing that I dislike is that you're not able to pick up your teammates after dying, because everyone's really sweaty in that game and they'll just BM you right away. And Apex allows you actually to come back with the beacon.
Yes.
And actually get a little bit more time out of the game than compared to Fortnite.
But see, I don't like that.
Really?
I don't like that. Because I feel like you're punishing me for being a good player for killing you at the beginning of the match.
In terms of
Like, if
with
you get-
Apex?
Yeah, if you get whacked in the first 30 seconds, hey, that's your problem. I shouldn't have to deal with you coming back with your squad again.
For a
Yeah,
vengeance
but-
in the same
but
round.
if you
You
wipe
can
one
come
of them,
find me, bitch.
You should be able to wipe the rest of their team before they revive somebody.
Well, you know,
Because
I don't
normally,
know.
not in the middle of a fight, someone
I
don't
like
just grab
it.
someone's banner and then run away.
I like it because you do get rewarded for taking people down. You get the damage credit, you get the down and the kill. It's not like they wipe that from your record. I like it because it's forgiving and it's not like it's the most forgiving battle royale there is in the sense
Okay, quick
that,
question.
Yeah.
All right, so if I kill you, can I pick up your banner to keep your team from reviving you?
That would be
No.
interesting.
But I mean, you
See,
could just sit there and
But
wait
there's
for
a
their
time
teammates
limit.
to come
There's
and
a
kill
time
them.
limit.
Yeah, there is a
There's
time limit. Just like we were playing earlier today, and I tried to pick up your banner and it lagged, and I ran to the beacon to get you, and your time was run up. If I would have went back and gotten you and you were still there, it'd be a different story, because then everybody would get their teammates back, you know.
For sure.
True.
So, I mean, when you get down, you have a time limit till you die, or unless you get shot, and then once you're dead, your banner has a time limit. So, I do like that.
Yeah, I think
aspect.
it's like 90 seconds.
Yeah, so it eliminates some of that.
In the normal fight, it's like 60 seconds, right?
It's just a chance that they give you, you know? They just give you a chance.
Which I like the aspect of bringing people back, because if you're a player that hasn't played it often, at least you're able to continue playing the game and get as many, reps in as possible.
Without going to the loading screen.
Yeah.
But see, that's where it forces you to
in
learn.
general.
But see, that's where it forces you to learn to play better.
Yeah, definitely.
But see,
Sure, but you know what? I feel like everybody that is listening to this and hasn't listened to this and won't listen to this has dealt with a shitty drop.
Oh yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you just
Hey.
land
Like
and,
no
and
weapons.
nothing.
Hey, it happens
you
to us
just
all.
you
just have
land
to
and
deal
you're
with
putting a scope on your hand and you're just pointing your finger at people.
But,
Well, you know, it's just a luck of the
No,
draw.
and that's what you were saying though. If every character had a personalized weapon,
Then
firearm,
that wouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be as big of a problem.
yeah.
But see, it goes right back to what I was saying that like if I pop your head off in the first 10, 15 seconds, hey, bye bye, back to the loading screen
That's
you
your
go.
problem.
Exactly, man.
So that
Try
kind
again next
and then
time.
you're gonna say you're lucky this ain't Fortnite because I can't dance. Don't do it.
But actually, I think
Don't
they do
do
have like don't they have like a finishing animation or something?
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, but that's cool. That ain't as bad as like For Honor though.
But see, I still hate getting finished.
I think everyone
Hey,
hates
man.
getting finished. I mean,
I like it.
I love it if
like
someone's trying to do a finish move on you and your teammate comes up
fills
on
my
them and
rage
just
meter.
pumps. You know.
No, not the finisher. I'm talking about the BM.
Oh, the BMing, yeah.
Oh. Well, that sucks too. Sure.
Oh, what's BMing?
Bad manner.
Yeah, you just drop bodies basically after they're wounded.
You drop them
okay.
and then you just kill them right away. With your
Yeah.
gun. Just blam, 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 blam.
See, that's my kind of game, though.
And in Fortnite though, that's what they be doing. They're just like, blam, dance, blam,
And
dance, blam, dance.
See,
And I'm just like, and
see,
I'm
man,
like, and you're
that's the
crawling
ass.
away, and you're crawling away.
just come back
See, maybe
here.
that's the asshole.
And you're yelling for your friend, and you're just yelling, and you're a man down already, so you got a fucking random, and you're just dead in the fucking room with him because you're trying to share.
But see, maybe that's the asshole in me. I love doing people like that.
But that goes back to
Don't we all?
Speaking of like BMing, that goes back
Who's
to
not
Rainbow
proud of you,
Six. Rainbow Six Siege, like, it gives you the ability to pick up your teammates as well. So how do you guys feel about this game compared to Siege, especially with that?
Hey,
as
man. Hey, man, you gonna compare apples with dog shit?
Okay, tell us how you really feel, Simp. Tell
Simp,
us how you feel.
Simp says we like dog shit.
Because like it's like
And
I don't know.
apples.
It's
Hold up,
yeah,
Cam.
because like you're comparing this to that. Like it's no comparison. None. With the competitiveness, the just everything. It's just no comparison.
See, with like Rainbow Six Siege, what I really like about it's super tactical.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
with
yeah.
Apex,
Well,
it's
I mean,
just like balls to the wall, rush everyone.
It's, you know what? It kind of feels
Me.
like Call of Duty.
It really does.
As far as like gameplay, you know, if you drop on that supply ship with everybody, it's just like grab and shoot everything.
See, like, I felt like I don't want to. Apex really took ideas from Rainbow Six Siege in terms of like having legends.
Operators.
Yeah, operators.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's a
with
really
different
good point,
abilities.
yeah.
And like I don't know if who, you know, referenced who, but like with Mirage, you know, his ability reminds me of one of the characters from Rainbow Six Siege as well.
Oh, right. Oh, Simp.
Alibi.
Who is that guy?
Yeah, alibi.
Alibi, yeah. Is it basically the same thing? Like,
I believe
Pretty
so.
much.
Man, and is it
Pretty much.
convincing, dude? I hopped back on that
It's like-
recently with you guys.
it's-
and-
That's like the other guy who can find people footprints.
yeah,
That's Jackal.
Right.
yeah.
You got Doc who heals. But then again, you can find those same comparisons in every game.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
Yeah.
so-
Well,
Not in the.
I mean, I don't know. Not in Call of Duty. I mean,
Yeah,
you can build your
Because-
characters, but like,
because you got Recon, who tracks people, can see people through walls, can follow footprints. There's another character that just
Wait. Is this in a campaign or like characters online you play with?
This is online.
Blackout.
No, this
like
is
so
just.
you guys.
This is straight
this is
multiplayer.
PvP.
Oh, okay.
This is PvP with pre-made characters. Like
Yes, these are the characters that are in the game.
I thought you could have just customized them, man.
Yeah, like
No,
silent step, all this shit, man.
And you got players that can give people health. Like he said, there's comparison to every game that we play.
And like I said, man, you know,
With,
Apex
having
Legends compared to
operatives,
Rainbow,
like and
like, nah,
characters and legends that
I don't know. I ain't never
restricted
played
to
Rainbow. That's why I'm
playing.
just sitting over here being quiet.
I mean,
oh man, you're fine.
Rainbow Six Siege. I wish. I actually I don't want to say that because if Rainbow had a battle royale, I think it would go to shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, it'll be straight doo-doo.
Like it's
'Cause the
good.
game-
It's good in the
I don't know.
aspect
I don't
of-
know, man.
No, because it's super tactical. Like
Yeah,
you
so
really
put them in
have
like
to-
so you would limit it to smaller teams. They're not smaller teams, but
I mean, it's
less
already teams of what, 4, 5?
five.
Five,
Okay,
yeah.
you could still have teams of 5, and just like
It just
I don't
wouldn't
know,
have
maybe
the
put
same feel
five,
though. It
Five
would ruin the
teams in a
game.
fucking for 5
Yeah,
teams
it
in
would.
a, in a
would,
base.
It would ruin the game. I mean,
I don't think
as
so.
it is,
I think it would just be
it's-
another option.
I think so. I think it'd bring. My biggest problem with all these games are the little kids.
Exactly, and that's what it's gonna bring in. That's what it would bring in. Because
not
everyone's
only
used to
that-
battle royales. They're gonna be switching left and right.
Yeah.
Then like it's gonna oversaturate the market.
Yeah.
Like really, nobody really wants another a battle royale. If they're
No.
all gonna be the same. You know?
I mean, like when you're talking about the saturation, like what Siege has been out for how long?
yeah, 4 years.
And people, it's still going strong. But that's
Yeah,
because
but no
of
battle
it
royale.
came back.
There's
from
dedicated
some, It came
players.
back.
Okay, but to
Yeah.
interrupt you on that,
Tom Clancy's
Fresh.
dope though. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Just in general.
how long has GTA been out?
I mean, a century. Like
And it's still destroying everything.
That's
Back when our
true.
parents were throwing stones at dinosaurs. Like...
And it's still destroying everything. It just shows if you make a good game, players will stay.
that's true.
GTA's got
True.
a good formula though.
Yeah, but
And-
GTA milked the shit out of that game, or Rockstar did. Like,
But they're still making content though.
I know. I mean, well, what do you mean, like for GTA 5?
Yeah, they're still making cars and different arenas and shit.
Well, that's because they want to keep their player base. They got to keep it updated, otherwise people are just gonna stop playing it.
Well, I wonder
Yeah,
how
it
much of
drift
this
off,
stuff
yeah.
is just already like ideas they have just cooking.
I
and
mean,
they're just,
they
like,
literally
putting it out,
give you like
you know.
they give you anywhere from like 2,500 to a couple million just to log in. You know what I mean?
I ain't never got a couple million. I got 250,000.
I think the most I
Okay,
got
well,
was like
it don't
1.5, but still, like
Either
they'll-
way,
they'll
yeah.
give
They
people money to
reward
log
you.
in and play.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's for me, it's one of those games that I keep it downloaded because I can just go in there and just BS and have a good time, you know, with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
it's
a
always
good
a fallback.
mindless fun. You know.
And like I say, it brings back to what I said earlier.
Well, and there
Do
is a
y'all- do y'all
creative
think
side
Apex-
of GTA that you can, you know, create.
Hold up, King.
these
What were you saying,
better.
Sip?
I was like, do y'all think Apex is gonna be around for 4 years?
I think so.
That's a
Kind of.
that's a long ass time. 4 years.
What happens when the new systems come out? You know.
That's true.
But
right now it's a
and see-
download copy game, so
yeah, and even then with the new systems, remember Grand Theft when it came out, it first came out on the 3, and then everybody started getting on the 4 also.
yo, I
So,
swear, dude, I bought that game hard disk copy like 5 times. I now I gotta
Yeah, like-
download it on my system, so I'll never to buy another copy.
yeah, because I think I first had it on 3, and I got it on 4, and like I couldn't see myself doing that with Apex. Like nah.
I mean, you never know. It might change. That's the thing. Like, we don't know where it's going right now. So
Yeah.
True.
Well, and
And
a lot
I
of
felt the
this,
same way about Rainbow at the beginning. So
they,
you're right.
they got a big change coming, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm not like a fanboy of Apex anyway. You know, it's a fun game. It's my favorite battle royale, but I don't really care for battle royales too much. You know.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to play something different, just to change up, you know. But that's I don't know. It's like caviar, man. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, for sure. Well, how would you, Bubby? I know you play a lot of Blackout. How would you compare this to Blackout? Because I know they got kind of the same pace mentality where it's a really quick gameplay.
I don't really play Blackout. I don't like it. I think it's garbage.
Well, how would you compare it, the two of them, though? I mean, you're already saying that Apex is better than Blackout, but like, what makes you think that?
The gameplay is smoother. There's a wider error for what's it called? Margin for error, and when you're playing Apex, like if you accidentally jump, you can go to a certain place. The glide time's longer. I don't know. It's just I don't like the way it plays.
Is it possibly the legends? The fact that you are restricted to legends?
I do like that aspect,
maybe.
though.
Yeah, that's why I like that and Rainbow Six.
Because like anybody can be
those two games.
Anybody can be good at a game, but like to be really good with the character and have to switch up that character because someone picked your character, you know, then there's always that room where you have to relearn how to play with certain operatives or legends.
Yeah.
To become good with them, because all of them have a different play style, you know. And I mean, everyone will play them different, and there is no right or wrong way, but it at least keeps people interested.
Yeah, it's really what like you're down with sitting through at the end of the day because of like how you play. Like, are you down with the punishments you're putting yourself in through? Because you know, if you push the pace constantly, you're not going to win every battle, you know, and that can get frustrating. But you know, at the same time, that can be more rewarding in somebody else's mind than just like sneaking around rocks for 20 minutes.
That's true. I mean, that's why you have those people that will drop by themselves. You know, they'll play by themselves with that one character they play with all the time, and they'll just rush the whole map. You know, and those are the people you see with like a ton of kills.
It works sometimes, you know. Like that's the thing, you know. That's why I like the fact that you're restricted to legends, and I'm interested in seeing new legends rather than like adding stuff to old ones first.
Yeah.
Because there's a winning formula with every group of legends, I feel like. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And see, I wish they would bring a solo queue. Because sometimes I don't like playing teams.
That's true.
Right. Agreed.
And they have to, right? Like that's gotta fucking come, right? Like
solos, duos.
It's like a brainless thing that has to be addressed, right?
I'm surprised it's not in it now, because like when I was playing it, I'm like, I don't know these.
Yeah, right. And you can't even just. You're
like
not guaranteed to just pick who you want to learn how to play as.
Looks like we just lost.
Where did he go?
Yeah, we just lost him.
Oh, really?
But like Simp was talking about it a little bit. Like, what do you think there should be? Like, what should EA add to Apex to make it a better game?
I think they should add more weapon spawns.
Yeah.
And like more weapons in general. Because I think altogether there's like 25 weapons.
Yeah. And what do you mean? Like, I think that's right. But they're not spread out.
It's
like,
due for more weapons.
They don't have. I mean, every time you'll land into a town and you'll go through like 4 buildings and not find a gun.
Yeah, I would even be
You'll find attachments. You'll find everything under the sun.
Or the Mozambique.
Yeah, or that one. That's one of those. You just gotta grab it and go. But
well, I think
I'm really starting
like
to sound like an unreasonable gamer, aren't I?
there's like, I think there's like 4 or 5 assault rifles.
Well,
I couldn't tell you.
I
It
can't even
doesn't
tell
matter
really
at
what
this point.
the
I
assault
know how it
rifles are.
feels. I know how it feels when I play, and a lot of the time it's like, God, for having just 3 people,
Sim's back.
it's kind of hard
All
to
right.
get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Just to
unless
Right.
touch, just to
get
touch
that
back
drop.
with Simp, like what would you add to the game to make it better
Apex.
to Apex?
Uh, okay. Like I said, solo queuing. Let me see. I guess different game modes, because I don't know, man. Like maybe just running and gunning, just doing. I don't know. The format feels too much like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just doing like Fortnite had like different things, like where you only use rocket launchers, or
Oh, right.
Or
yeah,
like the
different.
Team Rumble, the 50v50.
They
Yeah,
had
exactly.
exaggerated game modes just to appease the crowds.
So now I know they're coming out
It
with
was fun.
different maps. So would it be better if each map
Really?
was like a different gameplay or just a different map in general?
Ooh,
I
That's
think a
it.
different map in general would be great.
yeah.
And since it's based in the Titanfall universe, fuck it, bring some Titans.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Mm,
That would be sweet.
about that.
Just hop into a
That would
Titan,
be
bro.
interesting.
About their.
They'll have to
They're
introduce,
leaning
like,
towards
rocket
it.
launchers and shit.
Yeah, and they keep it
They're
from being
leaning towards it
overpowered.
right now.
It'd
Yeah,
be
they
nice
keep it
if
from
that
being
was just like
overpowered.
a specific.
Yeah, like
Does like
only
'Cause
being there
they-
for 30 seconds.
it being the lore that I feel like you should destroy. I like destroy. I feel like they can add stuff in the game to just pick up and destroy those things easy enough, but still have it be rewarding if you use it properly. I think that's a cool idea. But I forgot where I was going with that because I was just agreeing with that idea. It's so hard.
Well, we don't have much time. What would you like? Anybody have any final thoughts? Like, we'll start with Simp. Like, yes, play it. No, play it. Would you?
Well, my first impression when I first played it, I was like, this game sucks ass. Like I wanted to delete it instantly, but the more I play it, it's kind of growing on me. I wouldn't say not play it, but hey, just try it out. It's free. It ain't gonna hurt you,
There you go.
and it's better to try some things, man. It's
it
not
might
like
hurt your
you're trying-
social life.
Well, I mean, it's better. I'd rather tell people I play that than Fortnite. So.
I agree.
Agreed. Yeah.
Bubba, how about you? What are your thoughts on it?
If you like battle royales, play it. I think it's a good game and it has a lot of room for growth if they don't overdo it.
Okay.
Just stick to the basics.
What about you, King? How are you feeling about Apex?
It's got my stamp of approval for the most part, and that's the thing. I don't lean towards battle royales in general, but I do enjoy them, and like I said, I've had more fun playing this game than I have spent money on it, so it's kind of like a easy choice. If I got a couple buddies that want a game and we all don't have to spend any money on it, why not?
Okay.
Fact.
Well, me personally, I like the game. Definitely better than Fortnite. I think I would continue to play it as long as they keep it fun and interactive, especially if they add new characters, new maps, just different things to do, new weapons. I think that the game could do well for itself.
It's got a strong following.
Yeah,
it's definitely riding the battle royale wave, but man,
Yeah.
is it at the top of it? I think it's the best one that I've tried. It looks the coolest in its own, graphics. It's not,
definitely.
it's.
Oh yeah, it most definitely does.
I love jumping off of anything I want and not blowing my knees out.
Speaking of that, the first time you jumped off of something, did your heart not drop?
I panicked.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh
I
shit.
panicked. I panicked.
Man. Oh my God, what happened to Simp?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
who puts a fucking waterfall in the middle of a damn game?
He fell in a waterfall. The first game he played
That's
with us.
of all the designs, that's the only thing I have a problem with. It's fucking stupid.
He's like, I can't
Like-
swim.
Oh man, I feel that. Hopefully that's something they could add in the future. That'd be pretty cool. Swimming underneath
Hey,
like certain
we'll
areas.
see. Hey man, new maps, man. They gotta add them.
They
They
have
gotta
to.
add new maps.
That'll definitely make the game a little bit stronger.
Don't change the map occasionally and then put it back to normal. Fucking add maps.
And also,
Add maps.
I know King was talking
Ranked.
about this a little bit. Ranked, yes. Adding a rank system.
Ranked gameplay. Yes, I agree.
It'll. I mean, if people want to
It'd
get
be
sweaty, they can
interesting.
go to
I don't-
rank.
That's straight. And maybe it rewards you more on the battle pass. I don't know.
That's true. Or
Maybe you
can get,
only build the battle pass in ranked. I don't know.
I would say like at least have ranked where you can get like special items you couldn't get if you played, the regular game mode.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Rewards you outside of the gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right. Something to. Yeah.
But anyways, we don't have much time. But Simp, thanks for being on.
Appreciate it, man.
We've been friends for a long time. Glad to hear back from you. We gotta play some more games. So, do you have anything to plug before we head out?
Yeah, most definitely. My YouTube channel. It's called 870 Boys. 870 BOYZ. One word, no gap. Check me out, man. I post Rainbow Six clips roughly once a week. That's pretty much it, man. Hey, stay away from crack, kid.
He plays a lot.
That's it.
You will see him online.
I wonder if we're gonna maybe see him play some Apex on there. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe we'll sucker him.
Who
into it.
knows?
So far, he is not one of us.
Well, thanks so much, guys, for listening. This was Unremarkable Gamers. Follow us on social media. We are on Twitter. I believe we're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. So we'll be posting pictures and things like that up there of gameplay, any other games we play, or just stupid stuff we're doing, around town or at home.
Prepare to be whelmed.
So this was episode number 1. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
All right.